welcome once again to the weekly NFL rankings on the Bad Medicine Podcast. Of course, led by me, The Answer. Okay. And as usual, we'll start off 10 through 6 with rapid fire. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Indianapolis Colts. The Cleveland Brownies. The Los Angeles Rams. New Orleans Saints. And now back to the guys at the Bad Medicine Podcast for the top 5. Take it away, guys. All right, so there we go. So now we're into the top 5. The Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry just in a passing league, just running roughshod on everybody. Another 200-yard game against Jacksonville. That's 2 against him of his 4 in his career. He had a stat where he broke a tie with Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, and LaDainian Tomlinson, where this was his 4th game of 200 yards and 2+ touchdowns.
I just don't know if you can put them ahead of like the Saints and Tampa Bay and these other more balanced teams. Because I mean, if they're my team, if I'm putting money on who I think would go deep into the playoffs, it would be those 2 teams before it'd be Tennessee.
They were able to ride Henry to the AFC Championship game last year, and they're going to do it again because once you get into the fall weather, what always travels? Defense and a running game. And then A.J. Brown has just been a man-child as well. They've got a man-child at running back and a wide receiver. And now, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have a tough battle with Buffalo. They're missing like half their defense. Bush is out. Dupree, which is really hampering because they have the tools, and now we're going to see, how good is this defense when it only has one good pass rusher that teams can really key on.
So what's your gripe with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Dude, I just think they're smoke and mirrors, and it's like every year they run through this weak division.
Yeah, the division's not that.
Baltimore, Cleveland.
2 perennial underachievers, the Browns. I mean, come on. Does anybody really, besides you, put the Browns as high as they are in the rankings?
I mean, I get it, because it's like Pittsburgh, they play the whole NFC East.
What? The games they won,
twice.
they barely won.
They got saved by the refs versus the Titans, Ravens, and Cowboys.
Yep, you know the meme.
They played 2 games against teams above 500. They barely beat Denver, and they beat at the time of this, the 1-9 Jags, and then they fell to the football team.
The meme doesn't lie.
The Buffalo Bills. You can't really call it a comeback player of the year, but you can tell that Josh Allen is definitely just growing. He's at 3,400 yards, 26 touchdowns at the time of this recording, and 8 interceptions with a 75 QBR. And he also has 6 rushing touchdowns. They've got it cooking offensively and defensively. Like Cole Beasley was a huge get. Obviously, Stephon Diggs was also a major get.
I don't believe in Buffalo, and I don't believe in Pittsburgh.
And, of course, your favorite team and mine, the Green Bay Packers.
Whoa, look who's back in the rankings after somebody was real upset a couple weeks ago.
Well, Rodgers was Rodgers again today. I mean, a 133.6 rating, 290 yards, 3 touchdown passes. And the old man also ran one in.
Is it fair to say that Michael Jordan is the Aaron Rodgers of basketball? I think we can say that now.
Well, it came out, too, that Favre believes that he is the best quarterback to ever play the game.
Minus the rings.
Tell us more about the Pack, Andrew.
Well,
they shot up your rankings like a rocket.
MVS, who's been getting a lot of flack, he had 6 catches on 6 targets today, 85 yards, and a real nice grab for a touchdown. It's just like those easy ones are too easy for him. He just... What is that like? But if it's a difficult catch, he catches it every time, it seems. Devontae Adams, had his substandard, 7 for 115 and a touchdown.
Oh, hey, getting it done.
He's had a touchdown now in 8 straight games, which is now the new franchise record, breaking Don Hudson's. There's only been 2 players to make it in 9 straight games, which he could possibly do next week. And that was Jerry Rice in 87 and A.J. Green in 2012.
Generic question here. Is Devontae Adams the best receiver in today's game right now?
Hands down, absolutely, and it's not even close.
Right now, yes, he's the best.
Hit that like button if you agree.
And, of course, we have the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs,
Wow.
led by your boy Showtime Mahomes. But he proved today that even if he has a bad game, the team is good enough around him to still win. I mean, Tyreek Hill has 16 touchdowns now through 13 games. Jesus, and that's only the third most. Through 13 games, as Randy Moss had 19 in 2007, and Rice had, I think, 21 and 87. It was a strike shortened year, I believe. That's why he had so many.
Showtime Mahomes throwing the 3 picks today didn't concern you with some of his decision making?
It was all early on. They still ended up taking control of the game. He's thrown for 2,300 yards in the last 6 games, which is the most over a 6-game span in NFL history, beating out Drew Brees had that record prior to him.
It's really going to be hard for me to see anyone beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, let alone any NFC team in the Super Bowl.
I mean,
it can be done, but it's just hard to see.
KC is going to be tough. You never know. I'm predicting a strange upset in that AFC playoffs. I'm not quite sure what, but
All right, folks, tell us, did the answer get the top 5 right, top 10 right? Tell us in the comments below. We know you don't hesitate to tell us your true feelings. Hit that subscribe button if you're entertained. Hit that like button. Helps us out to
bang
bring
the
you
bell.
more. Bang the bell, as Mason Quinn would say.
Leave the comments down there. Make sure you check out our other videos. We know you guys will love them. We are much more than just a football podcast.
so thank you once again. I'm right, you're wrong. Good night.